you have failed me for the last time.
And we're back with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. This is very cool. This is going to be my first attempt at soloing the Rancor Heroic Pit Raid. I'm really excited about this. I've done some research and I had to come up with a team that was in my roster that I could use. And it pretty much is based off having Zeta Vader. Now, what our guild does is because lots of people can solo the entire pit raid, is we all take one hero in and just do one attack, and that way we can get placement. So I'm probably going to finish in 15th place, depending on how these other people do. That's fine. It's just a new thing we're doing because they're trying to eliminate ties and overlap and things like that. Makes it more fun, more competitive. I'll show you off my team, and then I'll also talk about some alternative teams that'll work. I'm using Vader. Vader has a speed about 200. He's a must-have in this roster. And then I'm using the TIE Fighter pilot, which I believe also is a must-have, and his speed's about 260. Now I've got Palpatine right here, which could also be Dooku, could be Sidious. They have speeds about 200. I've got Royal Guard right here. That also could be like Phasma. I think Royal Guard's a little bit better here because he has speed down. He's Empire. And then I've got Qui-Gon Jinn for turn meter removal. Also Rex. A lot of people are using Rex, Boba Fett, and so on. So let's go in. We're going to start doing this. I can't post image for 15 minutes. And my understanding is that the first part of the raid is the hardest, right here against the guards, and to be selective about using Culling Blade. All right, so what we're going to do here is we got to keep the turn meter on the main guy lowest. Boy, I love this 4X. Oh, maybe I'll get a stun here. Let's see if we get some stuns. Nope. Let's do Culling Blade on everything, or the AoE attack. Let's see. I think I want to stun one of these guys over here. Oh, I didn't get the stun. Let's keep the turn meter going. Let's throw a shock on... Let's just eliminate that guy right there. All right. And, see, I don't want to use this right now. I'm going to just keep that right there. Okay. And at some point, I probably will start doing auto battle on it. See, he wasted his turn right there. That's kind of cool. How do I want to do this? Let's do it like this. I'm just not going to do the Culling Blade because I want to keep the speed down on him as long as possible. All right, we got a stun. Oh, let's do it like that. All right. I probably won't have to do anything about the other captain over there until Palpatine comes up. All right. Yeah, there we go. So we're just going to keep doing this. Look at the turn meter go down. So now this has to do with Vader's leadership ability is reducing turn meter when an Empire hits it. Let's see if this takes care of him. Oh, let's see. That might take care of him right there. Oh. Almost got him. I think that's going to be okay if he can swing. I'm not worried about that guy over there. Yeah, there you go. He just flopped on the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through this with just basic attacks pretty much. I can put it on autoplay at some point, but I think I'm going to wait until I get to the Rancor parts. The Rancor parts seem to be a little bit easier. It's just this first part that is difficult, and then I can put it on autoplay and just go through that. Let's see here. There we go. And I will also read to you some of the other teams that other people are using to do this. I mean, there's Tebow teams, there's Dengar teams, there's also Jin Urso teams, but it seems like the most popular team is Vader, and my understanding is that I should be able to solo this once I get past this first round, and I'm just not going to use the Culling Blade. I just want to save that. I kind of don't want Death Mark going up, and I'm trying to do this without Rex, because I think a lot of people had to use Rex, to get rid of the Death Mark. And if I just keep the speed down on him, it'll be just fine. Boy, I think Sidious would be better in here to get more of those little DOTs, damage over time, up there. Come on, knock it down. Uh-oh, so now I've got the Death Mark. Yuck. All right, well, let's see. Hopefully that won't be a problem. I don't think that will be a problem because TIE Pilot is really fast, and I think he'll be able to get through this before the swing goes through. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. Come on. Oh, okay. Oh, that's yucky. All right. Okay, let's see. Oh, boy. I think I want to keep it on the main guy. Keep his turn meter down. Let's see. Palpatine. Well, let's see. Palpatine is going to help out right there. Look at that. The stuns. Yay. Come on. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right. How do I want to do this here? I do want to take out one of those other guys, but let's see. Let's do it this way here. Uh-oh. All right, let's see if this does it. All right, well, I like that they have ability block on them, buff immunity, so that it won't be a problem, I don't think. Look at the death mark did go away on the TIE Pilot because he was fast enough. All right, so that was cool. He wasted his turn giving them buffs, but they had buff immunity from the TIE Pilot. And Palpatine will be coming around here soon. Oh, another thing is I've got Palpatine that can heal up himself. And, oh, here we go. Let's see if this takes care of him. All right, yeah, we got a stun on it, so I don't have to worry about it now. Think I'm going to make it through this round, no problems here. Pretty excited about this. I know a lot of other people have been doing this for a while. I finally switched over to Empire inside of the squad arena. Oh, I should have did the full thing. Let's see. Next time he comes around. All right. There we go. I think it's going to be smooth sailing from here on out. Oh, look at that. Look at all those DOTs just building up. Oh, death mark on Palpatine. Let's see if Palpatine's fast enough to get away from it. Think he will be. Let's see. Come on, keep hitting him. Come on, turn meter reduction. Come on, keep going. All right. I'm looking at Palpatine's turn meter versus the guard's turn meter. Let's see as it goes away. The one more turn, it'll go away. I love this 4X. I mean, I think it's going to be hard to imagine what this game was like before the 4X and after the 4X. My goodness. All right, death mark is gone, so this is going to be pretty easy right here. I do want to do a calling blade, though. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to give offense up right here. Check this out. Offense up. And let's do it like that. And let's see how much I hit for right here. I'm going to do calling blade. 100,000. Woof. That's fun. All right, round one is done. Okay, so I'm going to try something right here because I was playing around with this yesterday. I'm going to just put this on autoplay for a minute and see how it goes. Think I'm going to be able to do autoplay for the rest of the raid. And let's just see how that works. And then I'll start reading off some of the other teams that other people are saying work for them. So I'm going to hit auto and just see what happens. See, the thing about Qui-Gon Jinn is his double attack also triggers another Empire attacking. Okay, so the door's down. $55,000, not so bad. So now I want to get the speed down back on there. All right, so we got tenacity down on there. That'll help out Royal Guard. Oh, come on. Let's do it. Come on, bring in. All right, now we've got the speed down back up. Look at that. Oh, I don't think he's going to be able to go. Ooh, Palpatine's doing like 30,000 damage on his shocks. Oh, 19,000. Oh my goodness, look at this. Just autoplay at this point. And I'm not using Rex. That's very cool. Most people are using Rex. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so some of the teams that people are using that they're having luck. Vader with Sidious, TIE Fighter Pilot, Magma Trooper, and Rex. That's one team that might work. Another team that a lot of people are also using is Vader with TIE Fighter Pirate, Palpatine Rex, and Qui-Gon Jinn. So basically that's the same team that I'm using here, but instead I'm using Royal Guard instead of Rex. And it's interesting, my heroes here are mostly maxed out. I think Vader is gear 11, Sidious is gear 11, Qui-Gon Jinn is gear 11, TIE Fighter Pilot is gear 11, and Royal Guard is 10. But a lot of people are doing this without fully maxed out, like gear 9 and gear 10 on a lot of these. So another team right here is Vader, Palpatine, TIE Fighter Pilot, Sidious, and Royal Guard. Well, that's the team I'm using there, so that's very good. And a lot of people are also using Boba Fett, but I don't know how that works. I would think with the double attack on Boba Fett, that would actually give the Rancor turn meter. So that wouldn't be very good at all. Boy, look at this. I wonder, I've been watching it because I kind of was looking at the other screen. Well, there's 88,000. Seems like people get like millions of damage with Vader at some point. And then I think it becomes like a game on who can do it faster. That might be a new like Galactic War thing that I do with Arnold, is like who can beat the Rancor faster. You just have to boost up the damage on Vader and make sure that the offense is up with Palpatine. But, you know, with setting it on up. What, he got to attack? Uh-oh, he got to attack. How did that happen? All right, well, let's slow down just for a second. I want to slow down because I got an attack. I need to get Royal Guard can give him heal. Let's see. All right, let's see here. I don't want to lose my TIE Fighter Pilot. That would be terrible. I need to slow this down a little bit. All right, one turn away from getting heal. Okay, looks like he's coming back here a little bit slowly. I'm just trying to slow this down. I don't want to... All right, let's see right there. There we go. Look at that. Get some health right there. And I think I will do... Let's see here. I'll do the culling blade here in a second. Well, I want to do it. I want to do this right. I don't want to mess up in a video. My goodness. Let's do this right here. We're going to do offense up right here. And then we'll do a culling blade. Let's see how much damage this does. 100,000. I didn't crit. Maybe I need better mods. I'm not using the best mods on him. Mostly just mods to make him go fast. But not really like damage or crit damage. Not all of them anyways. Alright, I'm feeling a little more comfortable here. I'm going to put it back on autoplay. Boy, that would have been terrible if I would have lost one of my main guys there in this, the TIE Fighter Pilot. Oof. Gotta say that Vader and TIE Fighter Pilot seem like no-brainers to upgrade in this game because their ships are also pretty good. You're not going to feel bad gearing out those because you can use them in both arenas. You can use it here in the Rancor. You can use them in the ships. Back on autoplay. I wonder if this can go all the way autoplay. I wonder if I hadn't, stopped the autoplay, it would have been fine. I think it would have been fine. We're going to get a door hit right here. And if I didn't have it on autoplay, then the door hit would be amazing, of course. All right. We're going to be going to phase 2. Oh, he's gone. Pit phase 2. So this is going to be my very first time. I'm pretty excited about it. I haven't been putting up videos a lot lately because I had a friend die, and I've been really upset about it. I don't know what to say. It's been rough. I'm finally getting through it. Life goes on, but boy, Everybody deals with death a little bit differently, and for me, I just kind of get depressed and isolate. It's been rough. I don't know what to say. Boy, look at the negative status effects are starting to build up there. Oh, we need to get the speed down on there. See, that's the only thing about doing it on auto is I don't get to do the speed down on it. Royal Guard could trigger that, but I basically need Darth Vader. There you go. There's the speed down. But whenever you're culling blades, it gets rid of the speed down. Although, because I'm running so many Empire, I don't know if it's needed. Looks pretty good. Wow, gotta say this is kind of amazing. Kind of broken, actually. We're at 80%, and it's just blasting through this. Boy, this would be a real hassle without the 4X. My goodness. We got this on 4X and autoplay. Think I'm going to be able to wrap this up in under 20 minutes. I mean, we're more than halfway through. I'm interested to hear what teams you're using and what kind of times you're getting, whether or not you're getting faster times than this. And I'm just going to leave this on autoplay until I see the Rancor, swing. I'm a little bit worried about Qui-Gon Jinn. I wonder if there's a way of doing this with all Empire, and that way they can kind of heal each other up, with the Royal Guard's ability. Right now, Qui-Gon has really no way of getting health back. He doesn't have health steal or anything like that. I like his double attack, helping, bringing in another Empire on assist. All right, the door is ready, so we'll get a door hit here. And Palpatine and TIE Fighter pilot and Darth Vader kind of trigger off the door. There you go. Yeah, there's probably a more efficient way. Well, that's 165,000 damage. Getting more damage with Darth Vader's culling blade, but autoplay is autoplay. I don't know what to say. That's pretty good. I wonder how the damage is going to spread out across the team. I know Darth Vader is going to be doing the biggest chunk of damage. 100,000. You hear stories of people hitting for like 1 million damage in certain situations. But I think they're using Phasma with advantage, and then they also have offense up from Palpatine, and they get crazy damage. I think I'm mostly interested in having the ability to autoplay it. That way I can just run through the 4 phases, check back after each phase is done, and it being good. Never would have thought that you could autoplay the Rancor. Just never thought. All right, we're almost to phase 4. Probably just a couple more culling blades, and then we'll be on to phase 4. Actually, I think I want to turn this off for a second. I want to see if I can ramp up the damage on this right here. All right, 2 more turns. Let's see. 1 more turn, and we can do... So I am going to use Palpatine's ability right here. And let's see how much damage we get. 106. I didn't crit, so that wasn't good. All right. I mean, it was 160,000 damage, but if it was a crit, it would have been more. I think if I do Culling Blade and then the DOT after, I can pretty much always keep the speed down on him. All right, this is going to be over right here. 1 more hit. Boom! 181,000 damage. Not so bad. Phase 4. We're getting through it. All right, autoplay. Oh, that was already on. I think you could just hit autoplay and walk away from it. Pretty cool. His turn meter is just not even going up. Boy, it looks like it rarely even gets over 50%. I am so happy about Forex. My goodness, that's great. And I hope I can finish better than 15th place, but I don't think I will. I think everybody else is doing something like this. The guild I'm in is fairly serious. A lot of really good players. And it looks like I'm going to finish this around 20 minutes, which is much better than like 40 minutes or an hour or something like that. Boy, I could go do my laundry or something right now if I wanted to. Imagine that, after a while doing this is not so exciting, and, it'd be nice just to put on autoplay and go do something else and come back in 20 minutes and it's done. All right, 50%. This is going to be my very first time that I've ever soloed the Rancor, and it's all due to getting that Zeta ability on Darth Vader, which allows the damage over time things to stack, and the turn meter reduction from Empire hitting it based off of the Vader lead. It's pretty much the safest Zeta ability in the game right now. I recommend doing him first. I am 3 Zetas away from my second Zeta ability, and I think I'm going to do Barris. I also feel pretty comfortable about Barris being a safe bet. She's going to work in a lot of different teams. I can place her, if the meta changes, I can put her on a different team, so I'm good with putting her somewhere else and, upgrading her also. There's a ton of other really good ones too, but as far as safe, I think Vader and Barris are really safe. Wow, 24%. Almost done. And I think this is a pretty good team. I don't think it needs to be crazy on gear or mods. I think Rex is quite a bit better, but because, he does turn meter reduction with his attack. I think you could swap out Qui-Gon Jinn for Rex or Royal Guard for Rex. But if you don't have Rex, you can use this team right here. 4%. Boy, this is going through very quickly, and then we'll see the damage right here. And it's done. Boom. Wow. Victory. Why is he standing up? Must be a glitch. All right, 9 million damage. Yeah, because we preload, with attackers at the very beginning, that's why the damage is not over 10 million, but it would be over 10 million if that was the case. Yeah, it looks like one other person has already posted. I'm sure there's a lot of other people also doing that, and we're all going to have 9.9 million plus whatever we did on our first attack. That way we can get our placements. All right, guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about this strategy. I think it is fun. Definitely put that Zeta ability on Vader first. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.